Yeah. Hey, guys.
How you doing?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 289 for the week of May 28th, 2023. Title of this week's episode is DreamHack Dallas Global Invitational Preview. My name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire. And this week I'm joined by the man in the matching Toronto Blue Jays t-shirt because I lost a bet.
Yep.
Will, a.k.a. I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, before I ask you how you're doing on this Monday evening, let me just say that, oh, we are wearing matching hats too. I didn't even fucking realize
we're
that.
matching all the way around.
No, spirits are high, spirits are fine. Just wanted to start the episode off like a little downer segment, you know what I mean? Keep you on your heels, but like, are they okay? What happened? No, we're fine. I bet Justin, a.k.a. Goalie Sniper. So this past weekend was his bachelor party weekend. We went to back-to-back Twins games, one on Friday, one on Saturday. I mean, he would call them Blue Jays games. We would call them Twins games because we're from Minnesota. And I bet Justin. So the series was tied 1-1 going into Sunday's game. And I told Justin that if the Blue Jays win on Sunday, we will wear the fucking Blue Jays shirts. Thank you, Taylor, for gifting us these shirts. That is greatly appreciated. It's a very nice gesture. I bet that if the Blue Jays won, we would wear the shirts on the show. The Blue Jays won. We're wearing the shirts on the show. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing all right. I am tired.
Me too.
But excited to talk about the Global Invitational coming up. We're finally back to land. Yeah. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing well, as well, Will. Invisible says, good to know you're man of your word, but not surprised. Yeah, I mean, yes, we got to stick to our guns, whether we're right or wrong, doesn't matter. And then I had a feeling they were going to win. I didn't think the Twins were going to win. I feel like we don't win back-to-backs, so it is what it is. And this gives Justin a little ha-ha laugh because he said he was sitting there with a shit-eating grin. So you're welcome, Justin. You fuck. CG says, I don't know if you guys know it's on a lower level of competitive Halo, but Season 8 of Halo Rec League starts next week. Oh, yeah, of course we know. Of course we know. We talk about the league on the show all the time. Shout out Shio. Shout out whatever your team name is actually going to be instead. I imagine it's not going to be Warriors again. So
yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see.
We got to choose 3 preferred options for team names, and we'll see where we land. I don't want to say them out loud because, like, if we get one of the ones, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, well, Shio was in their stream and Will said they wanted this name, so they got this name. You know, no, fuck that. No. No preferential treatment here.
No. Zunzi says, forever grateful for the Blue Jays keeping the Red Sox out of last place. I'm so glad there's more than one Blue Jays fan in the chat. Yay.
So here's back to baseball. The Twins are 28-26, first in their division. Right? Mm-hmm. The Blue Jays are 28-26, last in their division. We are such a mid team for being the first in our division. It's insane.
Oh, I know. Yep. We're in the West, right?
AL Central.
Oh, AL Central. I'm an idiot. It doesn't matter. Whatever. We're not a good team either, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, to those that are tuning into the live show, welcome in Briggs, Ikuza, Juan, Justin, Riz, Invisiblade, Captain. Also, I apologize, Captain, for freaking your wife out earlier. Terraform, CG, and Zunzi. Welcome, everybody, to the live show. And to those coming in for the first time or coming in to join us for the show, welcome. Hope you guys have a good one. I know we're going to have a good one because we have a lot to talk about. Speaking of which, Will, do you want to know what's coming up on this week's episode of the show?
What do we got this week?
Information surrounding the Optic Major has been released, and there's a lot left to be desired. The Classic Halo League has finished their kickoff event and looks toward their inaugural season. And then we have our topic of the DreamHack Dallas Global Invitational Preview. We're going to recap the rosters in a segment we call Roster Recap. We'll talk about the event. We'll talk about predictions that are always wrong. And we'll break shit down as we lead into the big weekend. Because LAN season's finally coming back. Thank fucking God. But before we get into that shit, let's get into the real shit. Competitive news. Frosty's final Halo 5 montage releases tomorrow. This is by Frosty. My final Halo 5 montage releasing Tuesday, May 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's edited by Zenson Hastings, and it's designed by Antzok. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't know how to pronounce the X in that name, so.
Fair. I don't know either.
Good. All right. And then Optic Major information overload, Will.
Yeah.
Here we go. Optic Major tickets are on sale right now. Spectator tickets are $50 or $45 if you use one of the team codes. Okay? That includes regular ticket access, so for all 3 days of the major, a standard black lanyard, and standard venue access time. Okay? If you are an Optic Nation Gold member, okay? If you're an Optic Nation Gold member and you purchase the, I don't know if you can still, I assume you can still get it, but I don't know for sure. But if you're an Optic Nation Gold member, which is $30 a year, then you can get early access to buying the tickets, which they're already available for everybody, so it's not early access anymore. But you'd get an exclusive event lanyard, and you'd get early access to the venue. Now, you may be asking yourself, $50? That's not that bad. Early access was also $50, okay? $50 ain't that bad for a standard 3-day weekend ticket. That's great. What about VIP? What about VIP that's been for basically every other major? What about that? When's that going to go live? Well, it's not, because it's never going to go live, because there is no VIP for the Optic Major. From Div, from the esports production side of HCS, he says, no VIP this round, but the team is working behind the scenes to plus up the GA experience where we can. We don't know what the fuck that means, but there you go. So, yeah. That's fucking stupid. Like, I know that we have done the VIP in the past. Like, we've done the production tour that they've had for VIP and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so, but like, and I know, so it wouldn't be very beneficial for us, but for people who haven't had that opportunity, especially what I would assume, this is assuming, to be one of the most attended majors, considering Optics, like, sponsoring it or, you know, hosting it as it will. I had a tickle in my throat. I apologize. Yeah. It does suck that there's no VIP. It's just one of those things that I guess, in all seriousness, to me, it was expected. I thought they were expected for every single one of them. So it's kind of weird that there wasn't.
I mean, there's been one at every HCS event.
At every major, yes.
Yeah.
So even Worlds also had VIPs. So fucking, it's weird. Brick says the only VIP experience I desire is to see HCS Pro Talk in person. Are you going to be in Arlington? Because I'll be there. I'll see you at Arlington for the Optic Major, because that's where it's taking place. So yeah, no VIP. Fucking sucks for those who wanted it. And the other thing that, okay, Will and I talked about this a few days ago, where So, okay. I understand that this is a quote-unquote home event for Optic. Okay? Optic is hosting this major. It's at the Esports Stadium in Arlington, like their home, basically. For all intents and purposes, this is a home event for Optic. But at the end of the day, this is an HCS event. Okay? This is a major. This is an HCS major. Plain and simple. They follow the HCS rule set. It's all by the books HCS. Bada bing, bada boom. So the thing that irks me about this is that if you wanted to have early access to tickets, and the real only perk with the early access to the tickets is that you would get early access to the venue. If you wanted that, you have to be an Optic Nation Gold member. Now, okay, I understand that codes were circulating online, okay? So yes, you didn't have to be if you stumbled upon one of those codes. But again, for all intents and purposes, you had to be an Optic Gold member to get early access to the tickets. Were the prices the same for standard and early access, $50 a pop? Yes, that's awesome. But the fact that you need a $30 a year subscription service to get access to these tickets ahead of time, I think is shitty. Now, the reason I say that is because this is an HCS event first and foremost, with Optic hosting it secondary. That's why I'm irritated about it. Because I was one of those schmucks that paid the $30. I canceled it immediately because I didn't want to up it another year. But I paid that $30 because I didn't want the opportunity to arise where tickets potentially sell out. I haven't seen anything stating that they even have sold out yet. But I didn't want that opportunity to present itself. I wanted to do everything I could in my due diligence to make it so, because I already had Airbnb and flight locked down and paid for. I couldn't miss this, right? So I needed to pay the $30 to become a gold member to get the early access to the tickets, and I did. And frankly, I don't like it. I don't think that that should be a thing that happened. That's where I'll leave that. It kind of brings it back to the blue hoodie situation at Charlotte, where apparently that hoodie was supposed to only be for gold members or members who had reached a certain prestige level on their rewards. But I was lucky enough to get one while not being a member. Shout out Snag and Connor for getting me one. And I went on a rant about that during the Charlotte Post show, because I thought that was absolutely stupid that it was Saturday or Sunday that they stopped. They stopped allowing them to be sold to everybody, and you had to prove that you were an Optic Nation member, whatever, and you had a prestige level, whatever. Because they didn't even advertise that as, like, they advertised it as being an event exclusive thing when it wasn't. It wasn't an event exclusive hoodie. And they never said in their promotions of said hoodie and other merch that was there that you had to be a certain status to get it. They just said if you were there, you'd be able to buy it, which wasn't necessarily the case. So again, on the one hand, I understand that Optic is hosting this event. I fully understand that. But on the other hand, the thing that kills me is that this is an HCS event first and foremost, with Optic hosting secondary. Because guys, Will and I talked about this. Remember, this wasn't even supposed to be an Optic major. This is supposed to be an EU major. But then the Optic Invitational, like the preseason thing or whatever, got canceled. The EU major basically got canceled. And Optic stepped in, technically, to host the major. Real quick, Beth with a 37-month resub, Carnage with the 10-month resub, and Riz with the 2-month primer. You all get a woo! Thank you so much for the resubs. Greatly appreciated. You guys are awesome. So yeah, as of recording this episode, it does not sound like tickets are sold out yet. If we get any notification otherwise, we'll obviously talk about it. But as of right now, as of recording this episode, they are not sold out to our knowledge. So if you were planning on going to the Optic Major in Arlington, tickets are available right now. They're $50 for the whole weekend, or $45 if you use any of the team codes. And yeah, hope to see you there. Because while I do not like the business decisions that were made, and I do not like how there's no VIP, said it last week and I'll say it again, right? Is that there is nothing like a competitive Halo event. Plain and simple. I'll have an event exclusive sticker. Come find me if you want that. It'll be free. And then we'll have an event exclusive merch line that'll go live on our merch site that weekend. So stay tuned. Team passes are also available right now for the Optic Major. They are $250. They cover 4 players and a coach as the standard. Real quick, before I move on to the next piece of the Optic Major information, I want to touch on chat. Justin says, I understand exclusivity, but paying to have the opportunity to buy something is just bonkers to me. Optic will host a hell of a show, assuming they have any part in actually hosting the HCS, or is it basically just going to be a building with their name and HCS takes it from there? If I am not mistaken, I believe that Optic is just strictly hosting it, and they may do some cool stuff in the venue. But this, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is still all like esports engine for the production side, HCS for the rules and everything. It'll be strictly a standard major affair with maybe some Optic sprinkling thrown in at the actual venue. So like maybe they'll do meet and greets with other Optic members. Like who knows what they're going to have there, but it'll be Opticified, if you will. That's what I'm assuming it'll be. El Toro Supermarket, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Diablo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show as well. Hope you guys are having a great night. Game Crazy, welcome back. Still love Game Crazy. The other piece of Optic, the Optic Major information is the open bracket is all on Friday again. And this is by Hines and Tashi with a little Blake thrown in for good measure as well. Hines stated in a reply to somebody who had since deleted their tweet, said, it will start and complete on the Friday of the event, just like Charlotte, in terms of the open bracket. Blake replied, this is a huge L. The open bracket should be a best of 5 format and finish on Saturday. The amateur community is really thrown to the side when it comes to these events and is another primary reason for decline in numbers. Give the people something to play and show up for. And then Tashi put out a pretty lengthy reply. Here's what he said. We are working on addressing the feedback as best we can, but aren't ready to make any big changes at the moment. We have some ideas we're working on and have put a group of AMs under NDA to get their thoughts on the ideas in the next couple weeks. Based on that, we'll make whatever changes we can in time for Fort Worth. And to be clear, their role is to give feedback and perspective. Ultimately, we are accountable for the decisions we make based on that feedback. The reality is that we can't just snap our fingers, throw a bunch of money at the problem, and suddenly add another day. Do all best of 5s, PCs everywhere, stream all open matches, limitless schedule each day, etc. There are trade-offs that need to happen, but we understand the experience isn't meeting the bar for many right now, and we're committed to working out changes and iterating over time. Blake added a reply and he said the following. I hear what you're saying, but this negative feedback sparked from Charlotte. This is something that should have been accounted for and in the plan changes for this event. We're not asking for PCs, streaming, and all the extras. We just need some more breathing room and more competitive integrity. We can accomplish this with it being a best of 5 and extending the games into Saturday. Yes, there are trade-offs, and I think the amateur community would be incredibly grateful to get those 2 segments changed. We will still play on consoles and accept that there is only so much the team can do. But at the bare minimum, we should be able to expect improvement over time. From Charlotte to now, there isn't tangible improvements for the amateur scene. It has been a multi-day format before. I'm just asking on behalf of the AM scene to please reconsider. And then Callis, shout out Callis, said if we could at least get the last couple of rounds of the open bracket streamed, that'd be a big win. Create storylines and celebrate the AM teams who are competing at the top of their brackets, fighting for a chance to play against the best in the world. So, I'm torn here too. Dullass, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. So I'm torn here too, because I have been known, if anybody watches any previous episode of the show, I am of two mindsets, right? One mindset is I completely understand and respect how difficult their positions are, like how difficult the positions they're in are, right? Because like Tashi said, he can't snap his fingers and boatloads of money come out and they add days, whatever it may be. But on the other hand, I am incredibly disappointed in the fact that it doesn't seem like, as Blake says, that there are no tangible results that have been made since Charlotte. This is a pretty substantial break between Charlotte and now. I would have expected something to take place. Now, maybe those NDAs that needed to be written up and like contractually made and everything, maybe that took a lot more time than they thought. Because in Tashi's reply, he says, we have some AMs that are under NDA and we expect to have some information in the next couple of weeks. So then my question is, right, why couldn't that have been done sooner? Was that trying to be done sooner? Now you're saying that we're going to try to have things ready to go, some changes implemented for Fort Worth. So the last major before Worlds? In other words, no offense to the AMs out there, but not a whole lot to do after that. You know? So I feel for the AMs. And Blake, besides your statement of this is a huge L at the very beginning, I agree with most of what you're saying. You guys are not asking for the world. At least based off your statement and based off what I've heard from others, it does not sound like you're asking for the entire world to be given to you. You just want it to be worth your while. If you're spending $250 to compete and you get wiped out immediately, then sure, you get to stay in and hopefully enjoy the rest of the event. That's awesome. But at the same time, you just want a better opportunity to prove yourselves. And we've heard from pros all the time that best of 3 is awful. And I know that AMs are not true professional players. But at the same time, if we're not even giving them the opportunity to try to prove themselves, then what the fuck's the point? I think best of 5 is absolutely something that could and should be done. And you know what? I'll even take a compromise a step further. Maybe it doesn't need to be best of 5 for the whole thing. Right? I understand. Guys, if you don't already know, the HCS, they're trying to get this thing down into a day. They've been trying to get this thing down into a day, and they did it at Charlotte. For better or worse, they got open bracket done in a day at Charlotte on Friday. And obviously, they want that to be the norm. So how can we keep that the way it is? Because you know they're not going to change that. How can we keep that the way it is while also adding some competitive integrity back into the open bracket scene, back into the AM scene? Blake already said, and I know he doesn't speak for everybody, but Blake already said that they'd be fine if still playing on console. Okay, so PCs don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay? Done and dusted. Best of 5. Maybe we can have a trade-off here and not make everything best of 5, but maybe make 2 or 3 rounds in, we make those best of 5. Right? Maybe? I don't know. I think Callis makes a great point. if there's an opportunity, just a singular opportunity to maybe stream some of those last open bracket games, teams that are fighting for their chance to make it into pools. Sure, you never know. Maybe they don't go very far in pools. Crazy thought, right? But just having them get that opportunity to show themselves on a broadcast, they could keep that memory forever. Like, even if they never compete again, they could have that opportunity to be like, look what I did. I got all the way this far. I was on a broadcast. I was fighting for my chance to be at pool play. And don't even get me started on the fiasco that was the lack of broadcasted games on the beginning of Saturday at Charlotte. The last pool play games. What a fucking nightmare that was. And I know that's not directly AM related, but I'm just going to say this. Can we please, for the love of God, fix that? Please. We were literally sitting in the seats, right? Teams were getting set up on they were on the feature station. They're getting set up on the feature station, right? And then the broadcast thing came up. And it's like broadcast doesn't start till like 1:30 in the afternoon. We're there at 10 a.m. Like, we're literally sitting there. We're like, what the fuck does that mean? There's no way that actually starts at 1 or whatever it was. Sure shit, that's exactly when it started. And nobody got to see those matches. Shout out LVT. They did great trying to do the best they could being on the floor. But there was no official broadcast for those last pool play games. And they were crazy. They were crazy. That, I swear, if there was any piece of feedback directly that needed to be taken from Charlotte, it needs to be that. That was unbelievably bad. Unbelievably bad. They announced they're going in a semi-official capacity this time. Are we talking about DreamHack or are we talking about the Optic Major, Ash? Because I thought that had to do with DreamHack. I could be wrong though. So yeah, to Blake and to all the other AMs out there, I'm wishing you guys the absolute best, man. Please know that I try to tell it as it is on this show. I don't try to hold shit back, right? While I completely understand and respect the positions that they're in and how difficult the positions are that they're in, I also can see a shit show when I see a shit show. And I'll call it out as I see it. And now I can't say definitively because the Optic Major hasn't happened yet. So we don't know if any feedback has been taken into consideration from Charlotte to now. But from what Tashi said, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm being pessimistic right now. I'm not even being cautiously optimistic. In terms of feedback taken and updated for the major. I assume it's going to be done on Friday like they have been. It's just going to be with a lot of concessions in mind.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I'll say to the whole one-day thing is it's all due to logistics, right? Mm-hmm. Just want to make it clear. They're trying to have pool play and the upper bracket all start off in a timely fashion, not be there till 11 p.m. on a Sunday night.
Absolutely.
Because they only have the venue, I think, until 10 usually.
Yep.
And then if they go over, I think there might be overage charges, whatever the contract says between the HCS and the venue. I don't know what that is. I'm just speculating over here. Mm-hmm. But it does suck that the AM side of things gets shortened because of the limitations on time and resources the HCS has. But they only have what they have. And they have to work with what the overlord company is saying. You know? It sucks all around, right? I'm sure if it was up to them, they would let all these things run, have Halo flourishing again, right? Like,
oh yeah,
there's stuff that trickles down that we don't even know how big it goes, but it just sucks to see.
And I don't want to dwell like on the past, right?
Yeah.
We always talk about old MLG events and blah, blah, blah on the show. But really, when you do look back at it, Zunzi says, the thing is HCS is screwing themselves. The AMs are the future stars of the league, in theory at least. Really deprives these guys an exposure that can be mutually beneficial to the players in the league. And then also what Game Crazy said was, I would love to see some of the lower bracket matches with lesser known players. I know they don't want to split Twitch viewership between channels. Actually, John, they don't care about that necessarily, because for the majors and even DreamHack, they have 4 streams. They have 4 separate streams going. They have the main stream, and then B, C, and D streams. So, and I understand that you only have your talent for a certain amount of time as well, so they can't cast literally everything. I'm not expecting them to.
But just to be shown?
Yeah, just to be shown. But at the same time, we talked about Charlotte, remember?
Yeah.
Where the broadcasts also take money and take time and take people behind the scenes to run.
Yep.
It's not just as simple, ladies and gentlemen, of just flipping a switch to go live and walking away. It's for an official broadcast of that capacity, it's not that simple. I just need people to understand that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, and then there's things you don't even think about going on behind the scenes when the broadcast is live. Like the one that always pops into my mind is they literally have staff there, like tech staff, to block people trying to take the stream down.
Yep.
Like there's other things going on other than just overlays and streaming. It is a whole production. They have a production truck, the same ones they use for Monday Night Football in the back. Like it's a big thing.
Exactly. Who's trying to take the stream down? Assholes. Just people on the internet. I wouldn't mind too much if AM games were streamed without casters. And see, that's the thing, Bob Bangham. Still love the name.
It's a great name.
It would be really cool if we could at least get something like that. But again, everything takes time. Everything takes money, right? So we've talked about it from the Charlotte post show that we had, but I hope something is done. I just hope something is done. Because you guys are right. There should be an opportunity for a spotlight to be shown on these final few matches in open bracket where a team has an opportunity to get into pool play. Plain and simple.
Because that's a storyline you could portray to bring people in.
Yes. And hear me out here. I know it's highly, highly unlikely, especially considering the top talent that we have in the game. But hypothetically speaking, what if one of those open bracket teams goes on a run in pools? What if? Right?
Something crazy just goes down.
Right. But if you never had the opportunity to showcase them in the first place, and then they're coming in for the first time into pools and nobody knows who they are, what they're about, what they play like. I'm not saying you need to have a crash course on them immediately, but maybe having the opportunity to see them play at the tail end before they make it into pools gives you an opportunity to have that storyline. Just something. And getting back to the point I was trying to make is that I know I don't want to dwell on the past a lot, but like, Tosh even said it at the very beginning of Infinite HCS, is that open bracket is one of the lifebloods of the scene. And remember Raleigh? Like, it was hype as shit.
It was. The pit was full. It was exciting.
People were screaming, having a phenomenal time. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen every event because it's still a lot of passion. They call it the passion pit for a reason.
Yeah.
But there's something about that. There's just something about that. And yes, if you're there and you're seeing it live and you hear people screaming, you're like, I want to go check that game out. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
Yep.
That's cool and all. But if you have just an inkling of opportunity to showcase that on a broadcast, then you just bring even more people that can be excited for it too. So I know there's a give and take. I know there's a lot of factors involved, but I just hope that something can be done. I hope that something can be done. So that's where I'll leave that.
All right.
Cool?
Cool.
That's it for the competitive news. What do we got next?
Rostermania! Nothing to discuss at this time.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah.
Briggs says, and remember MLG put together cool packages showcasing the Dr. Pepper Ultimate Gaming House? We need cool content like that. And that's the thing, Briggs. Well, it's not the Dr. Pepper Ultimate Gaming House, which is a phenomenal, by the way. I will say the HCS content team has been doing a phenomenal job releasing content on the Halo Esports YouTube channel. So if you have not seen any of those videos, like the little skits, they did a video on what they thought was the greatest series of all time, like a breakout team, breakout player, whatever it may be. Go watch those videos. They're really, really well done. They're easy to digest. It's great. It's great. They're killing it over there on that. Absolutely killing it on that. So huge shout out to them. But it's time for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo Esports needs. Just a couple for you. On Friday, June 2nd, the Classic Halo League FFA Series Week number 1 takes place. And on Friday, June 2nd to Sunday, June 4th, of course, is the DreamHack Dallas Global Invitational, which just so happens to be our topic of this week, but we'll get to that in a moment. That's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo Esports needs. Flamesword, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Hello.
Eventually, to answer your question, we'll have you on eventually. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I have a fucking list. Don't you worry. Okay? Your miraculous beard, your miraculous head of hair, don't you worry. We'll fucking see you in Arlington. All right? Got to represent the quo. All right? Scrim Tournament League recaps. Well, what do we got?
What we have is me currently writing down a timestamp. And then...
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We'll start off with the Australian-New Zealand Challenger Series Finals. And here's the results. In third place went to Halo GPT. It was Sam McGill, Epic, Menacing Me, and Wyven. Second went to Team Gambit. It was Cheese, Cloudy, Phlebas, and Rocket Boy. And first went to second to none. I guess that came true. It was Crispy, Grand Last Shadow, Pandorable, and Chef. Congrats on taking the Challenger Series.
Congrats. And love you too, Flamesword.
Next up, we have Stadium Spartan Series Mini Cup. And here is the results of the first one. Fourth place went to Tresorna? Yeah. This was Hercules Crossman, MC versus Arbiter, and Sandal. Third was 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if someone just was like, I don't know what to do with the team name. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was Hybrid.
It almost worked out for him.
Sunro, yeah. Wani and Simply Gambit. Second went to BH3 Esports. This was, I'm still going with Marcus.
I think you're right on that.
Bastos, Sunriz, or Rise, and Warlord. And then first went to Jump Out Gang. Taking it home was Millsy, Sticka, Kimbo, and Zave.
Zunzi, thank you for the gifted sub to Flame. You get a woo! Thank you, sir.
Nice. Next up, the CHL Classic Halo League. This is a 2v2.
The Soul.
Soul?
Yeah, Soul.
Fourth place went to 2OK. It was Dangerous Primate. Third, All Natural, Haynes and Squale. Anyway, second, Bad Characters. This was Dog7 and I'm going to go Obnoxious.
It is.
Hey,
You're
Obnoxious.
correct. You did it.
Gamer tags, man. And then first went to Cali Love, Hunter JJX, and Straight Sick. Taking it home.
I think what we got to do from now on, instead of Squale or Squall-Eye, we need to go Squall-Eye!
Wonderful. I'll keep that in mind.
Can we do that?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Why not?
What's up, Halt? Welcome back. Beautiful maps. They are beautiful maps. They are absolutely beautiful maps.
Next series was the Navi and Europa Halo Spring Series Finals. Fourth place went to BH3 Esports, Bastos, Warlord, Sunrise, and Marcus again. Third was Jump Out Gang, Kimbo, Sticka, Zave, however, and Millsy. Second was Wababobs. This was Sayer, Flux, Glory GGs, and Moe's. And first went to Navi, Mighty Snaky, Jimbo, and Snipe Drone.
Winning their own spring series.
Yep, winning their own series.
Ikuza asks, have you thought about doing watch parties for these events? Yes. And we sort of do.
Yeah.
It depends. We sort of do. It may be like we do. We have voice channels in the Discord server. You're free to join if you'd like to have a discussion and whatnot. We also have obviously a text channel in the Discord. You can talk about Halo tournaments. But sometimes we'll stream like a championship Sunday through the Discord, and people can join up and chat it up and have a good time. And yeah, just depends. It just depends.
Yeah. So yeah, hit up the Discord if you want to, if we have those going on.
Invisiblade, to answer your question, does not look like it. At least for this one, doesn't look like it. King Machine, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Is it time for our topic?
You know, I think it is.
All right. Sweet.
Such excitement.
I know, man. It's like I'm tired or something.
It's land season.
Ah! Fuck! All right. I'm back. Land season is back, as a matter of fact. The DreamHack Dallas Global Invitational Preview is our topic of this week's episode of the show, and let's get the fuck into it. Event information, spectator information. A 3-day pass is $99. $99.
Great.
You get access to DreamHack Dallas Land Festival. The whole thing, all the days, not just Halo, but you can see everything. Okay? For Halo, though, the format is the following. It's a LAN. Holy shit. Who would have thought that?
What?
It's invite only, hence the Global Invitational.
I mean, makes sense.
Wow.
Who would have thought, though?
Not me. It's a 4v4. They ain't no 2v2s up in here.
Oh, I thought this was a BTB tournament.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. No, it's a... Yeah. Pool play, 16-team pool play, 4-team pools, a single round robin, best of 5.
Mambo number.
Fat. The top 2 teams in each pool will start in the winner's bracket. The third place teams in each pool will start in the elimination bracket, aka loser's bracket. Because they're losers. And the fourth place teams in each pool will be eliminated.
Never giving up the loser's bracket.
I will never give it up. The fact that they changed it is fucking stupid. So, yeah. There's that. Fourth place team is out in each pool.
There you go.
Don't get fourth. Or you enter the real loser's bracket, the one that doesn't exist because you're out of the tournament. Championship bracket, 12-team bracket because, 16 minus 4 is 12. Math. Holy moly.
Holy shit, quick maths.
Double elimination. It's a best of 5 until grand finals, which is best of 7. So yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. No more. Still, again, we have another tournament, another LAN where loser's final and winner bracket final is not best of 7. Who fucking knows why they still do that?
Timing.
I don't fucking care. Timing my ass. I just, like Blake earlier, I'm not asking for everything here, okay? I'm not asking for the world. I'm asking for 2 series to be slightly extended. Ever so slightly extended. Fuck. Yeah, that's all I got, Prize pool. First will take home $45,000 and 15,000 HCS points because they matter, but they don't, but they do, but they don't, but they do, but they don't. Second place will be $30,000 and 9,000 points. Third is $15,000 and 6,600 points. Fourth is $10,000 and 5,400 points. Fifth, $6,000, $5,000 respectively, and 4,800 points respectively. Seventh and eighth, $2,500, 4,200 points. 9th through 12th, $1,500 and 3,300 points. And 13th through 16th, $1,000 and 2,700 points. Halt, I don't even fucking know anymore, man. Do they? Don't they? Find out next time on the next tournament of the HCS where they'll fucking make up their own goddamn mind. The broadcasts on Twitch, they have an A, B, C, and D streams, plural, at twitch.tv/Halo, /HCS, /HCS_red, and /HCS_blue.
Does Twitch still have the multi-stream function?
I think I think they have to.
They have to initiate
the
it.
broadcaster has to initiate it. Yes.
Yeah. Because wouldn't that be cool?
That would be very fucking cool. Do you think
could-
that they're? I'm not even going to say it.
That if they could get that, like, you know, so you can have all four, and then you can pick and choose which one you're watching on the.
I can't remember if it's called like Command Center or something like that. But yeah, it'd be cool. Hey, HCS team, it'd be cool if you did that. If it exists.
If it's possible.
Bray says supposedly points matter more this year. I don't see it. I mean, here's the thing, Bray. I did see it, but then I didn't see it.
Yeah, because Optic is third seed.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like fucking magic. They make shit appear out of thin air, and then they make it disappear again. Bam! That's what they do. On YouTube, the A stream is youtube.com/Halo. And the B, C, and D streams are on youtube.com/Halo Esports HCS, because that's a name. And then the schedules are included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show, ! Show notes in chat, where the A stream and the B, C, and D stream schedules for Friday are available. Check them out. Optic would have been 5th and 6th if points didn't matter. Well, that's the thing, is that they got 3rd in the qualifier. Like, qualifiers dictated seeds, basically.
Yeah. But they had enough points to be first.
Yes. Unstoppable and Bricks Fall. Or should I say, Bricks Fall! Thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Welcome to the live show. Twitch drops.
Okay. I know you're not excited for these, but let's keep in mind this isn't a major.
Yes, it is not a major.
And we're still getting Twitch drops.
Cool. I just wish they were better. That's all. I wish they were more neat, as the kids would say.
I'm excited for these because I'm doing a orange and black build for HRL Season 2.
Sweet.
For my Spartans, so these will fit in nice.
I'm happy that you're happy.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. So for the Twitch drops, you can watch 2 hours for the Ember Hex sidekick coding. You can watch 2 hours of co-streamers for the Ember Hex AR coding. You can watch 2 hours on Saturday and or Sunday for the Ember Hex Commando coding. You can watch 2 hours on Sunday for the Ember Hex Bulldog coding. And you can watch the grand finals for 45 minutes. Remember when it was 2 hours before?
Yeah, but it wouldn't go that far.
Exactly. So you can watch the grand finals for 45 minutes for the Ember Hex BR coding. Yes, they're all Ember Hex codings. Enjoy. Will.
You want me to hit the button?
Hit me with the fucking soundbite. Roster recap. I'll let you take this one away.
All right, here are your qualified teams.
All right. No, they were not play. Other ones were, if I'm not mistaken. All in Juan, you haven't heard that one before? We haven't used it in a long time. But that was there from basically the show's inception.
That was day one, yeah.
See, we're always keeping you on your toes, that's all. Baskeva, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Will, take it away for real this time.
All right, are you sure you're not going to interrupt me again? I'm waiting. Anyway, from North America, your qualified teams are Space Station, FaZe Clan, Optic Gaming, Native Red, Complexity, G1, Native White, Hot, and then the ones I think that people, Hive, which is a new org that stepped in for Avengers. Again,
Yes.
that's Husk, Neurotical, Precision, and Swish, Shopify, Rebellion, and Sentinels. I don't know do you want me to run through all those rosters? They've been around all season. Nothing's really changed much.
I just heard somebody peeling out there.
So doing burnouts
on the
outside our
street,
window.
Apparently. Yeah, read fucking through them. It's roster recap. We're recapping rosters.
Fine, your 10th seed, Sentinels, King Nick, Lethal Spartan, and Suspector, Shopify Rebellion in 9th, Crimea, Mental, Rain, and Ryan Noob, Hive, and SMG, I guess, Husk, Neurotical, Precision, and Swish with the 8th seed, Native White with your 7th seed, Barcode, Gilkey, Mickwin, and Tapping Buttons, G1 with the 6th seed, Boobadooboo, Falcated, Sab, and Suppressed, Complexity with the 5th seed, Cycle, Collect, Monster, and Tusk. With the 4th seed, we have Native Red, Druck, Manny, Soul Snipe, and Tolic, Optic Gaming with the 3rd seed, APG, Formal, Lucid, and Trippy, second seed going to face Frosty, Renegade, Royal 2, and Snakebite. And starting in pole position, your first seed, Space Station Gaming, Bound, Eco, Penguin, and Stellar.
Space Station, the Max Verstappen in this scenario?
I guess so.
Hollywood Tries, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. And then Invisiblade, I just want to correct something here. What we meant to say was, if the points truly did matter, like truly did matter, then even after the qualifier, Optic had the most points leading up to DreamHack. Therefore, if the points truly mattered and it was based off the points and not the qualifier, Optic would have had the number 1 seed. And we talked about that either last week or the week before. What was not communicated properly from the HCS side of things is that the winner of the qualifier would take the first seed. That was not really communicated at all.
It was the first and second place got top seeds.
Correct.
And then everyone else would be seeded by points.
Yes, and that wasn't properly communicated at all. So there you go. Sorry for the clarification. Thought we should clarify that, though. But thank you for pointing out what you pointed out, Invisiblade. I appreciate it. Everyone knew that, by the way. Most pro teams knew that. But that's the thing, Fresh. Not everyone knew that, by the way.
I mean, it was out there in the statements. Like, it was communicated.
Even in the Waypoint article, it didn't say anything about getting first and second seeds. Like, I literally read it on the show. It didn't say it at all.
But I think it was outlined. It was outlined somewhere.
Fuck if I know.
Anyway.
I even scrubbed through Twitter too. What teams are reading that shit? I mean, all teams should be reading that shit if we're being honest, Holt, but we know people don't read very much, so, whatever. Yeah, Fresh, I know. We literally, it was, Eco was one of them. I know another one said it as well, and it was after the fact, and it was after Trippy had said something on Twitter, and it was in his replies.
Yeah.
And again, not trying to shit on you or anything like that. It's just I know we talked about literally what we're talking about right now. We talked about it on a previous episode. Just didn't want to rehash the same stuff. Go ahead, Will.
All right. Qualified teams from EU, Mexico, and Australia, New Zealand.
Yes.
With your 16th seed, we have Vertex. This is Divinity, Ninjestics, Ryu, and Scoobmeister. 15th seed is 6 Karma. This is Acid, Lore, Sepstars, and Strikey. We have J-Lings with the 14th seed, Clonely, Respectful, Septic, and 2 Foxy. 13th seed goes to Awababobs. This was Glory, GG's, Luminizer, and Flux, and Moe's. And with the 12th seed, we have Navi, Jimbo, Snakey, Snipetrone, and Mighties. And your 11th seed goes to Quadrant, Legend, Chick, Sika, and SLG.
Yes. And while this one was more clearly pointed out in terms of the qualifier, like the number 1 team from Mexico and the number 1 team from the qualifiers from Australia and New Zealand would get the placing, like would get the seed for DreamHack. It's just another instance. We talked about this before. It's just another instance of the points not necessarily mattering, considering if the points did truly matter, then Luminosity would have had the seat from Mexico, and
right.
Divine Mind would have had the seed from Australia, New Zealand. So it's just another instance of that shit. Ash says, I hope the SSG tournament can be 20 teams. Are you talking about like what Spartan was talking about? I think Spartan put out a tweet earlier saying that there should be more teams involved as well. Thank you for running through the rosters, Will. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Your pools, a.k.a. prediction time, Will. You ready?
Always wrong.
It's okay. That's kind of the point, though, right? Halt, we'll see, man. It's LAN. Anything's possible. Luminosity is the best current Halo logo. I don't even know about that. I think a lot of teams have good logos. I think Space Station's logo with the Master Chief visor as the visor on the helmet was one of the best. Because they did that for their merch run. But they don't have that as like their logo because obviously it's not the actual Space
Halo.
Station logo.
Right.
Yeah. But I did like that one a lot. I thought those were really slick. Really slick. But in Pool A, speaking of Space Station, we have Space Station, Hive, a.k.a. the Avengers. The graphic wasn't necessarily updated here. Shopify Rebellion, and Vertex. Vertex with the boy Scoob Meister. Mouse and keyboard phenom. Will, predictions, please.
Oh, shoot. Well, Space Station's going to take it.
I would assume so as well.
The question is, I mean, I'd love to see Vertex do something, but I just don't know. Avengers and Shopify are right next to each other.
Yeah.
In the seeding.
You mean Hive?
Hive, sorry. Fucking. They've been the Avengers for the last, what, like 3 or 4 tournaments?
Yeah, a long time. And they just got picked up, yeah. Good for them, by the way. That's awesome. As long as the organization isn't shit. Sorry. Go ahead.
Shopify's been shaky lately. Hard to pin them down. How they're gonna play, what they're gonna do. So I think I'm gonna go in order there: Space Station, Avengers, Shopify, and then Vertex.
I'm gonna go in order as well. The only shakeup I could see is Shopify over Hive, aka the Avengers.
Yeah,
but this is another instance of like if it's 2-1 tied, or if it's 2-2 tied in the pool, right? Then it's based off map count. I would say I would go with Hive on it, I think. Yeah, that's what I'd say. I think it's a clean across the board there.
Okay.
In Pool B, FaZe, Native White, Sentinels, and 6 Karma. Have they announced the broadcast talent yet? No. Not yet. Still waiting.
All right. Who do you got first here? Or like...
I have FaZe first, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 6 Karma in 4th.
Same.
But now it's tough. Because Native White have not been performing well. Now, it's been online.
Yep.
It's all been online, and I know exactly where you're going with it, too, because you're conflicted just like I am. Do they turn it up on LAN?
Yep.
Because if they turn it up on LAN, I can see them beating Sentinels. But if they're consistent in how they've been playing online...
Sentinels could very well take it.
Absolutely. Sentinels could take it. Should I go with my gut?
I was going to go with my gut.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Meat, thank you for the sub, the primer. You get a woo! Greatly appreciated. Okay. I'm going to go with my gut. FaZe first, Sentinels second, Native White third, 6 Karma fourth.
Oh.
My gut.
My gut's telling me Native White second. I think that I think the way Sentinels have been playing and I just can't put them up there. There's something going on there where I just don't feel confident in with Sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Native White's going to take it down.
I could see it going that way for sure. But if I'm going with my gut, and Mick winning the boys, love you guys. And I'd love to be proven wrong. And my predictions are always wrong. So maybe that's a burden against Sentinels here for me thinking they're going to get second in the pool. But I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to say they take second in the pool. I think now, remember what I said a while ago? I was waiting I hope they were not going to make a change in their roster until after the next LAN that they were at, whether it be DreamHack or the Optic Major if they didn't qualify for DreamHack. They qualify for DreamHack off the skin of their teeth, basically. And this team has to perform better on LAN than it does online. Spartan bitches about the game online all the time, and not to his detriment. Like the game is in a poor state online for a lot of people. So I'm not trying to dig at him. Lethal had been having a hell of a time as well. Like, I really hope that this is the opportunity they have now to button it up and show up. I hope this is that opportunity. And if Native White's performances on LAN are anything to take into consideration, which I think they are, and they've only had more practice under their belt now, they should be better too. So, yes, Native White should probably take second in this pool. But my gut, I'm going to go with Sentinels on this. I am.
Okay.
So there's our deviation. You have Native White second. I have Sentinels second.
Pool C.
Pool C. All right. Optic Gaming, G1, Quadrant, and J-Lings. Who do you got this time around?
First is Optic.
Yep. Phantom Opus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. I agree with that statement. Optic first. Should be.
I have Quadrant with the upset taking second. G1 and then J-Lings.
I am right there with you.
Yes.
Yep. This was going to be another one of those moments. I think G1 are a good team. I think G1 only go as far as Boo Boo takes them. And if Boo Boo's inconsistent, this isn't a knock at him. I'm just observing here.
I will say he did stop streaming, right? He
Right.
had the whole thing where like, hey, it's causing poor performance on my PC.
Yep.
We don't know what they've been cooking in the background.
Time to lock in. But I can agree with you. Quadrant has their full team this time. They did not have their full team at Charlotte. Quadrant will have their full team. I believe they will have their full team at this LAN. This is a real opportunity for them to do something. This is a real opportunity for Quadrant to show up and show out. Invisiblade, I love how you worded that statement. Quad looking good in meaningless scrims this week.
Yeah.
I love how you worded that because you worded it perfectly. Because yes, the scrims don't matter. It's good practice for these teams, don't get me wrong. And I know that's exactly what you were getting at. But thank you for wording it how you did. Ikuza says, I feel like G1 will turn up on LAN since a lot of them live together and will probably have that experience. Sure. That could very well happen.
Being roommates, though, could work in your favor or against you.
Yes. We talked about it before. When do you put the friendship aside and focus on the business? That's gonna be a curious matchup. You know what I'm also gonna say? Believe it or not, guys, Optic isn't safe. Optic's not safe here. I mean, any top seeded team is not safe in pools. They're not necessarily safe. All it takes is one team to pop off. You may be sitting back in your chair, or you may be doing whatever. You may be taking it back and be like, what the fuck is he talking about? You're talking about Optic Gaming on LAN. You're talking about FaZe on LAN. I know what I'm talking about. All it takes is one team to start popping off.
One rocket into the wall.
To the window. To the wall. We'll have to wait and see. But I think Quadrant, this is a big opportunity for them to take off what people consider to be a top-seeded North American team. And again, G1 being in that, like, they could be fighting for that fourth place spot. Okay, I'm not saying they're third yet. I'm not saying they're there yet. But they could be fighting for that fourth place spot.
Okay.
We'll have to wait and see. And then, yes, Pool D. The one everyone's waiting for.
Pool fucking D.
Pool fucking D.
The way I feel about this pool is the gif of Tony. Why not? Just throwing the papers up in the air.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's going to happen here?
Oh, yeah.
Anything can happen, in my opinion.
Well, the only thing I'm going to say, and I'll definitively say this, again, no offense to the players, I'm going to say Awaba Bobs take 4th in this pool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That's what I'm going to say.
I can agree with that.
Okay. So it comes down to Native Red, Complexity, and Navi. How will Complexity play on LAN? That's the storyline. That's the storyline. Riz with the hot take. Complexity, Navi, Native Red, and Awaba Bobs in that order. Wow.
I don't have any idea on what's going to happen here. There's too many variables with all these teams.
I like how Halt has Complexity in second. Clutch has Complexity in first. Invisiblade has a 3-way tie between Complexity, Native Red, and Navi, all going 2-2.
That's something else to think about.
That is something to think about because this Invisiblade, this is the pool that something like that could happen.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a clear definitive winner here. Although, I'll say this. I will say this. I'm not trying to speak this into existence. But if Complexity do not perform well on LAN, like a lot of people are hoping for, all the haters against Monster are hoping that they don't perform on LAN so they can be justified in their thoughts, then I do think that there is a clear winner if that's the case, and it would be Native Red. But fuck it, I have Complexity taken first in the pool.
You do.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Okay.
I have Complexity taken first in the pool. And I'm going to be wrong, but it's okay. It's my prediction. Complexity, Native Red, Navi, Awaba Bobs. That's what I have.
I'm going to stick with Invisiblade. 3-way tie. 2-2s all around.
But who takes it based off maps then?
Throw the papers in the air. Who fucking knows?
Throw a dart at the wall and see what sticks?
Yeah.
Native, you're on your way. Next. Oh my God. Just wait. Now Awaba Bobs is going to take first. You know? It's like fucking throw everything in the mix. It would be hype.
That'd be insane.
Monster needs to shut his shit down, but will only happen if Complexity does well. Wait, SCTR? Is you saying Monster?
Yeah, that's how the end of his name is.
Okay. Fresh says Navi, Complexity, Native Red. That's bold. Awaba Bob's been playing Navi really close lately. I don't know. Game 5's the past 2 online tourneys. Right, but that's online versus LAN. And I truly believe the top 2 teams definitively in that region are Quadrant, Navi. They're the ones that see each other most frequently in grand finals. I would put those 2 kind of like I put like Optic in a separate tier all themselves on LAN and then FaZe and Space Station. Like, that's the way I look at it. So. But the storyline is going to be, how are Complexity going to do on LAN? And you already know everybody's going to be eating it up in the chat. Native Red versus Complexity match. First thing on stream B is going to be spicy. It will be. Bray says, nice shirts. Thank Justin. Fucking yeah. God damn it. We wore these because I lost a bet. The Blue Jays won against the Twins. We're from Minnesota. Said we'd wear them on the show if the Jays won, and they did. Here we are. begrudgingly. Okay, can you just give me a winner of the pool? Can you just try? Give me a winner of the pool.
Okay, I'll say complexity too.
Okay, cool. All right, good. I think Native Red win that as complexity is nervous. Then they shake off the nerves and Native Red get upset against a foreign team. That'd be fucking crazy. They didn't just win. They shut them out, baby. Shut up. I told you, we don't win back-to-backs, man. We're not a great team. Boo Twins. It's okay, man. It's okay. Fuck your favorite team. Huh? How's that feel? I'm just kidding. You can like who you like. I don't give a shit. So yeah, I think we're really just the only thing that we have different is you have Native White in second in Pool B and I have Sentinels in second in Pool B, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Are we talking
Playoffs? What?
Sox fan, are we talking White Sox?
I think it's Red Sox.
Or Red Sox?
I think Holt said it earlier in the show. I could be mistaken. Whatever division the Jays are in, whatever Sox team is in there with them.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. That's the Red Sox.
Okay. Via Meta, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. I'm a Cubs fan, so I can't talk. We had 2016. I can live with that. Oh, White Sox is what he's talking about. Chicago, baby. Clutch, just go Braves.
Oh.
God, now we're just talking about baseball for some fucking reason. Get these fucking shirts off me. Okay, Will. The final question I have for you, it's the question I ask for every predictions episode that we do.
Yeah.
Who wins the tournament? Lands are finally back. It's been a little bit of a break.
Did we go over this one in our too early to tell predictions?
Yes, we went through all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Do you want me to bring it up?
I think I said it was FaZe.
You had FaZe winning DreamHack Dallas? I'm trying to open mine right now so I can find out. I thought I had it. Un momento, por favor.
It's all good. Here's what I'll say. I think Optic, after being a little shaky online, is going to come out with some fire.
Mm-hmm. JK. I hate myself right now.
But with them not playing from the first seed and them being in that like pissed off mindset, their third seed, I don't know, maybe something gets them annoyed and Space Station and FaZe have a chance to wiggle their way in there,
Maybe. I lost the document. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
SSG and FaZe Grand Final with FaZe winning. SSG steal this one, but they don't get World Revenge against Optic Gaming. If Sen doesn't place top 4, does that team consider blowing up and making huge changes? Who would they pick up? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, unless other teams are looking to change.
Right. Halt says Optic. Game Crazy says SSG or Optic.
The thing that I keep falling back on is Optic are still previous LAN champs 3 times over.
They're back-to-back-to-back LAN champions.
It's really hard to say someone's going to get their way through.
It's really hard to root against them considering how they've performed on LAN. Oh, fuck. My heart wants SSG. My brain says Optic.
Oh, Juan. Yeah.
Yep, Juan says that. John says, as long as FaZe doesn't win, though, I'm happy. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say Optic SSG in the grand final and Optic win. FaZe take 3rd. That's what I'm going to say.
What are you basing that on?
My gut.
Gut?
That's all I'm basing it on. Now this is, okay, for the record here, I don't remember my preseason predictions. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know where that document went. I feel like an asshole. I don't have it right now.
It's all good.
But I just forgot. So with that out of the way, technically speaking, I think SSG are going to be hitting a little bit of a stride. And I don't know what it is, but I don't feel confident about FaZe.
Well, here's what we're looking at too, right? Winners round 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about seeding. So if Space Station, FaZe, and Optic come out of the pools on top, that means they're playing the winner of Pool D. Space Station would be playing the winner of Pool D. FaZe would be playing the winner of Pool C, right?
Sure. If that's the way it pans out. I don't have the graph in front of me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But either way. Is Optic coming from winners or losers? Winners, in my opinion. Renegade has been struggling SSG v Optic. See, yeah. I don't know why. And maybe I'll be shut the fuck up like at the event. Maybe they'll just turn the gas on and they will never look back, But I don't know what it is right now, but in my gut, I just have a weird feeling that FaZe aren't going to be strong right now. I don't know why I feel that, but I just do. And I cannot vote against Optic because they haven't lost yet. Plain and simple. Like, sure, I could sit here and say any team could win it because, yeah, that's technically true. Any team can win it. Any team can win anything. But they've won back-to-back-to-back lands. Plain and simple. Like, how do you go against that? Yes, they didn't perform very well in the DreamHack qualifier. A singular online event. They have to show up, right?
Here's what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Space Station being the first seed. They make it to grand finals from winners.
Oh, okay.
They're going to have an easier bracket.
Okay.
FaZe and Optic are going to end up in the losers finals.
Okay.
Both having a longer run than expected. I think it favors FaZe, to be honest.
Okay.
But you throw in there the shakiness they've been having.
Like I said, I don't know why I feel the way that I do, but
I don't feel they're solidified either. Like, I have this feeling like it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like they're fully there yet.
Yep. Not running on all cylinders.
Yeah, just right now. Yo,
whoa,
what the fuck? Tony with the raid. Thank you so much, Tony. Greatly appreciated. Everybody go follow Why Not Be Casting, a.k.a. Why Not Be Reckless. A.k.a. if you don't know, now you know. Ghost, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Devoted, welcome. Raiders, welcome. We're talking about the DreamHack Dallas. I almost forgot the city. I don't know why. FaZe beat Optic 3-0 in the last online tourney. Online.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I don't fucking care about online statistics. I don't give a shit. I just don't care. In the grand scheme of things, they don't matter.
Oh.
So here's, okay.
Tony, if you ever forget where HCS is, just say Texas. You were bound to be right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Tony. So here's where I'm at. I think SSG have a fire in their belly.
Yeah.
More so than before. I was on record last week, I think it was last week or the week before, talking about how I think Penguin's one of the best objective players in the game, and I think Eco is one of the most clutch players in the game. Okay? If that team is firing on all cylinders and Bound has an out-of-body experience like he did before, that was online, though. I'll stand by my word. I don't think online shit. But if he can do that consistently, that team's fucking terrifying. That team has literal world champions on its roster.
Mm.
So does FaZe.
Yeah.
So does Optic. They're scary. But I can't vote against Optic because they're back-to-back-to-back LAN champions. I don't give a shit how poorly they placed in recent online events. I don't care. The fact of the matter is they are undefeated the past 3 LAN events in terms of being knocked out because they won the last 3 LAN events. Plain and simple.
That's a good point. Like I said, though, they've been first seed for all those events, right?
The other thing I want to point out, you're not wrong. The other thing I want to point out is that Sentinels are not in their pool for the first time in what feels like forever. Which is another notch to why I think Sentinels take second in their pool because they don't have to face Optic. Because remember, they always win the first map.
That's true.
And then they get fucking annihilated. So that's another reason why I think Sentinels take second in their pool is because they don't have to play Optic. But that's besides the point.
So yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I think Space Station makes grand finals through winners. I'm going to say Optic comes from losers.
Okay.
And we might even get that bracket reset because of the way these two teams are.
See, I'm going to be the opposite way, and I'm going to say that Optic make it through winners, Space Station make it through losers because I don't know what it is, but I feel like they're not very consistent in pools. So maybe there's something fucky that happens in their pool. Now, granted, I think they're well ahead the competition in their pool, but maybe something fucky happens. I don't know, man. My prediction is that Optic Gaming and SSG will meet in the grand finals. Optic will win, SSG will get second, and FaZe will take third. That is my prediction. Invisiblade said SSG roster made the massive losers run at Worlds. And here's the other thing, too. We talked about how we don't think FaZe might be necessarily, quote-unquote, there yet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
SSG have been the same roster for a little while now. So clearly they must be more cohesive than FaZe at this stage right now.
You would think.
I would think. But then again, now I'm sticking with my prediction. Those are my predictions. Optic, SSG, FaZe. But I have to go on record and say that, yes, FaZe have world champions on their roster. They're very capable of winning the whole thing. But my prediction is Optic, SSG, FaZe. Fire Ninja says SSG need to win a LAN this year. And I think they will at their event. I know that for a fact was my prediction in the preseason predictions. And actually, I think if I'm remembering correctly, I think SSG, I have them winning Fort Worth as well.
Interesting.
I think they ride the momentum in the second Global Invitational into Fort Worth, and they win that.
I didn't have them winning a single one of my preseason predictions.
Yep.
I remember that.
Unto the Dead, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Dash says, what's the thoughts on placement of Complexity? We had them taking first in their pool.
But
people were saying that Pool B was the pool of death. I think Pool D is the pool of death.
Where it's not guaranteed.
Yes, I don't think it's guaranteed. Unless, and it's the thing that every fucking hater wants, is that they want Monster to not perform on LAN so their opinions are justified. If Complexity do not perform well enough on LAN, then I do think that it's a clear winner in Native Red in that pool. But if they do perform well, then I do think it's up in the air, but I'm going to take Complexity. If they perform well enough, I'm taking Complexity. That's that. I think Monster needs to get out of his own head.
Yeah.
And I think if he can do that and he can put all the demons aside, then really cool things could happen for that team. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of Collect. Like, yes, we are fans of Collect. I think he's a good kid. And I want to see him do well. I want to see that team do well. So, but that's the prediction, man. We're going to go Complexity on it. Complexity, 5th, 6th, losing to Quadrant, who take Quadrant's placement. If the bracket plays out that way, at least. Oh, that'd be a matchup. Quadrant equals fourth? No, Quadrant's not getting fourth this event. There's absolutely no way. If you don't like Collect, I'm throwing hands. We love him.
We do love.
He's a great kid. Absolutely great kid. Okay.
But yeah, I think I have the same outcome. Optic, SSG, phase.
Really?
I think Optic just does it from losers.
So really, the only thing that we have different is you have Native White taking second in Pool B. I have Sentinels taking second in Pool B. I think we were the same on everything else. Because I made you give me a winner in Pool D, and you said Complexity.
Like you said, Monster gets out of his own head, gets rid of those land jitters. And with the addition of Collect, maybe someone who's been on a top-tier team can guide them in that environment. It's very possible right now.
Very possible indeed. Earthlander. It's a great name. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the live show. Enjoy the interview with Miquin. All right. Does that do it for our topic this week?
Yeah, can't wait for the streams to start, man. Get some LAN Halo back.
It cannot come soon enough. And luckily, we do not have to wait much longer, ladies and gentlemen. This week, starting on Friday, DreamHack Dallas begins. Catch all the streams. They're going to be great. King Kitty Bitty. Is it King or is it Kang? Or is it Kitty Bitty? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Says, what are your brackets again? It's King. Nailed it. It wasn't King.
Stop.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm being an asshole. No, I'm just top three would be for us, Optic, SSG, phase. Those are our top three for this event. Optic, SSG, phase.
For me, I have Optic coming from losers to win in grand finals, with SSG making it through winners.
Yes.
Who's fourth in our opinion?
Oh God. This is the biggest toss-up.
This is a toss-up right now.
I think the fight for fourth place is so big in this game. Fuck, man.
I mean, it could be Native Red, Native White, Sentinels.
I don't think Sentinels are there yet.
I don't either, but a lot of things go the right way for them, maybe. Would you put Complexity up there if they're winning their pool?
Oh, man. Why do I want to say Quadrant?
Quadrant's been outperforming Navi most of the time, right?
Yeah, and that's like the only competition they have in that region. But like, why do I want to say Quadrant? This is more of a heart thing. This Terraform, relax. This is more of a heart thing. This isn't a gut thing. This is more of a heart thing. Oh man. I'm worried about Complexity. Because let's say if they were, here's my problem. If they were established on LAN, if that roster was established on LAN, I would not be worried about saying they get fourth. I would say it with my chest out that they would get fourth if they were established on LAN, but they're not. So I cannot definitively say that in my, like with my chest, that they would get fourth.
I can agree.
Native White's been too inconsistent for me, but at the same time, when they play on LAN, they play pretty well. And if that streak continues, they could. I don't think Sentinels are there yet.
It would be cool to see Quadrant get it. Just saying. Do I think it's going to have? I don't think it will. Would be cool to see.
Fuck it. Quadrant gets fourth. Fuck it.
Okay.
My predictions are always wrong.
Yeah. I think a Wobblebobs is going to... No, just kidding.
Tiger Tom, Lucid's dad, welcome back. Says, hello, boys. Home for Papa Lucid. Hope y'all are well. Hope you're well.
Doing good. Yeah, hope you're well as well.
Barbecue King. There you go.
That last week's callback.
Yeah, I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to say the other part.
Fair enough.
Oh my God. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll say Quadrant get fourth. I'll say it. For the record, it was either going to be that or G1 for me.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We'll have to wait and see at this point.
It would be the highest placing ever for other regions team.
It would be.
At a global event.
It'd be great.
It'd be the highest placing they'd ever get.
I kind of want it to happen now.
So G1 is 5th, 6th. Who's the other? Are we just literally going to go through this whole fucking thing?
I think that's what they're getting at here.
I think it's what they're getting at too. Yeah, G1 would probably be in the 5th, 6th spot as normal. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. I can't say it with my chest, man.
In 5th, 6th?
Yep.
You're saying complexity 7th, 8th? So who's your 6th place team?
It hurts because I don't want to say that. But it kind of feels like that. And we even said they're taking first in their pool, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to go from our prediction of them getting first in their pool to us then thinking they're going to get 7th, 8th in this tournament is like, oh shit. You know? No, Native Red is 4th. No, I don't have Native Red taking 4th. They could, but I again, these are predictions. They're always wrong. It is what it is. My curveball is Quadrant taking 4th. Then yeah, fuck it. G1 and Native Red, 5th, 6th. 7th, 8th is Complexity and Native White. Okay, you happy? There it is. There it is. You got a top 8. You're welcome, Ash. Write it down in stone. Go back and...
It's on the VOD.
It's on the VOD.
It's out there.
I'll document it and have it ready for next week. But yeah, there you go. If Sen go ape, they beat Complexity and Native White. I mean, I have Sentinels taking 2nd in their pool. I do. So, hey, there's the meme, aka emote.
There it is.
Of Tony throwing the papers.
Yep.
It's what you referenced earlier. Look at you.
I feel like that's just Pool D. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Pool D is crazy. Pool D is the pool of death. Easily. I will die on the lethal as a god hill. I will die on that hill with you, kitty bitty. I think lethal gets too much shit thrown his way for the player that he is. He is a phenomenal player. And I don't think people really understand that. I think people look at his accolades and I don't know what it is about him, but I think people look at his accolades and be like, it's like in the back of their mind, they don't think they're real. Like, do you not understand what this dude has accomplished over the years? Like, do they not get it? That's what I'm trying to fucking understand. Will went to the bathroom, by the way. For those watching live or the VOD, and they're like, where the fuck did Will go? He went to the bathroom. Lethal is one of the greatest players of all time. Of all time. My worry with Sentinels is not Lethal. My worry with Sentinels is team cohesion. That's my worry with the team. But like I said, I still have them taking 2nd in their pool if they can dial it in. There's no more worries about the online bullshit with this game that we see Spartan complaining about on Twitter all the time, justifiably so. Lethal sharing his clips before the fiber situation, it was bad, right? Online is not a proper representation of how this game is. LAN is. So I've said it from day fucking one. Online does not matter. Win some money, win some points. That's awesome. Online does not matter. LAN is where it matters. And if they can dial it in, put all the online shit to the side, and show the fuck up, they could do something cool. Sparty might hear you. I don't care if he does. I'm on his side in this regard. There are things that he said in the past that I didn't agree with, and I've said it on the show multiple times. I don't hate the kid. No. And I agree that the online state of the game is not it. Okay. So there you go. Watch Will drink 7 Diet Dews. Of course he's going to the bathroom. Thanks, Ronan. Ronan, we also have not talked about Rocker yet. We'll get to that soon. I did see your message earlier, so don't worry. Halo Infinite AAA game, Halo servers or not. That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. You're Invisiblade, you're 2 for 2 right now. You're 2 for 2 on statements. The first statement being about the scrims, the second statement being that right there. 2 for 2. Keep it up. Okay, there you go. Those are predictions for DreamHack Dallas. They're always wrong, so take everything with a grain of salt. It's just for fun. And to put a bow on it, I want to end it by saying something that may sound like a cop-out, but I truly mean it, and we say it all the time. All we want is for there to be the most competition at the top as possible. That's all we want. Upsets, awesome. Game 5s, awesome. Game 7s, awesome. We want that. We want the competition to be as close as humanly possible. And we just hope that there's a good tournament. That's all we hope. Kitty Bitty says, so what you're saying is that your placings are what it won't be? That's exactly it. They're never right. Like, you know how... Do you want to know what happens when the prediction is right? Oh, you'll know. I'll start screaming. Because it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, he will too.
Yeah, like He's loud. I'm loud on the show. I scream a lot on the show. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm fully aware. But if I get a prediction right, there's a reason why I was right is like a meme within this show. Just wait. Hopefully I get one right. If there was Halo betting could probably be profitable to bet counter to the HCS Pro Talk predictions, you're 3 for 3 on statements. Yeah. Now. You are 3 for 3. You have 5 tries this year. You're not wrong.
With the lands,
yeah. I've gotten a couple right, though. I've gotten a couple predictions right. I mean, I got, what the fuck was it for? It was one of the online tournaments, but I said that whoever was getting status quo would get second in their pool. I got that one right.
Yeah.
People thought I was fucking crazy. Juan says, I mean this genuinely. I love how loud you are. I appreciate it. Because I know, again, I understand and respect that it's not for everybody. I fully understand that there are people who may watch for 5 minutes, see how loud I am, and then tune out. Fully respect that. Go find somebody that you do enjoy. All power to you. Because I am loud. And frankly, I'm not going to hold back. I wouldn't be true to myself if that was the case. If people want an update, Miami Heat are up 52-41 at halftime right now against the Boston Celtics. This is Game 7. And I know that this is completely off the rails right now, but this is very, very important because if the Celtics win this game, it would be the first time out of 150 tries that a team comes back from an 0-3 deficit and wins.
Be a hell of a storyline.
It would be an absolute hell of a storyline. It'd be the first time ever. And at the same time, I don't think a lot of people are understanding what's happening here too. Because if the Heat win, the Heat were up 3-0. The Heat are the 8th seed. The Celtics are the 1 seed. The Heat were up 3-0 against the number 1 seed. The Celtics made a massive run back, tied the series up 3-3. The Celtics are at home right now in Game 7. But if the Heat win, which would keep the streak going 151-0, if the Heat win, that'd be the 8th seed beating the 1st seed. I think that's a storyline that not a lot of people are talking about right now. Covert Ops, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. What are we talking about right now? We just finished our topic, which we still have the screen on, but I apologize, Will. We just finished our topic of the show, which was our DreamHack Dallas preview. And I saw somebody talk about Heat Celtics in the chat, and I just wanted to comment on what the stat is right now. 52-41, Heat currently winning at halftime. And again, Celtics are at home. Who do I have winning? I want the Heat to win. I want the Heat to win.
I was just kind of looking at stats here. Both teams attempted 25 shots outside the paint in the first half. The Heat made 11 of 25, 8 for 16 on threes. Boston made 6 of 25, 4 for 21 on threes.
Also, I want to say this. For the record, I think that whoever makes it, they're probably going to get fucked by the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets win their first championship ever. Jokic is that guy. Dude's fucking crazy. So, there's that. All right. That's it for our topic. Let's get to some regular news. Halo MCC Mod Spotlight May 2023 by 343, and then Story Shard Precipice by 343. Go check those out, or don't. It's up to you. And then it's time. That's it for the regular news. Invisiblade says, as a Denver Broncos fan, I'm sorry, would be good to see another Denver team win. I agree with that statement. Good luck with good old Russell Wilson. Which is funny because the last year we did fantasy, Will, I picked Russell because I thought that, new team, new environment.
Yep.
Gonna show the fuck out, baby. And then, nope. Yeah. It's time for Color Games Watch. Major 5 results by Call of Duty League. Before we talk about the subliners, let's talk about the rocker. I've been sitting here day in, day out, talking about how absolute fucking dog shit the rocker are. I've stood by it the entire time.
You have.
I stand by it to this day. But what do I always say, Will? I need to give credit
where credit's due.
Where credit is due. And the rocker deserves some credit. The Mutineers 3-0'd Optic in winners round 1, sending Optic to losers. The rocker then 3-0'd the Mutineers. Before that, the rocker went to a game 5 against the Boston Breach, beat them 3-2. Cool? Cool. The rocker 3-0'd the team that 3-0'd Optic. Awesome. We move to the winners final.
Yeah.
We go to the winners final. We go up against FaZe. What do you fucking think is going to happen? We lose that one. We lose 3-0. Covert Ops says, well, guys, we need to change the name of the show. No, you just need to fucking go back and watch the previous hour and 45 minutes of the show. Moving on. Jesus fucking Christ. So we get dropped down to losers by FaZe. Right? That was expected. Optic had probably the worst matchup they could have possibly imagined in losers bracket round 1 against a team who has been performing piss poor online. Hey, Covert Ops, an hour and 45 minutes. We can talk about COD for 5. If you don't like it, go.
It's the ending of the show. We've gone through all the Halo information we've had.
You can get out. It's okay. If you don't like talking about oh my God, talking about Call of Duty for 5 minutes, just get the fuck out. Bye. So Optic went up against Thieves in losers round 1. Thieves have been playing very, very poorly online. But what do we know about the Thieves, Will?
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good online, right? They 3-0'd Optic. Optic were sent home with a top 12 finish. Top 12 finish.
Surprising after the uptick they've had recently.
Not only that, they went undefeated going into this major in the qualifiers. Guys, remember when we talked about how online doesn't mean anything? It's fucking crazy. And also, I felt really bad for them because of how the process came out right before. And the process was, Yo, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Covert. I like how he's like trying to get in good graces right now. Like, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And online doesn't matter. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. See you later, Covert. Have a good one, man.
See ya.
God, Jesus, what a fucking loser. Thanks for the 10 gifted, you fucking moron. So, they beat Optic. Optic gets sent home on the top 12 finish. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming at all. And it really sucks because it came out right after the process had happened. And the process is like nobody remembers second.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate for them, but good luck to them in the future. Worlds is right around the corner. Well, Champs is right around the corner.
Champs, yeah.
And we'll see what happens there. The Rocker then have to go up against the Subliners in the elimination final. The Subliners went on an unbelievable run. An unbelievable run. They did, remember what the LA Gorillas did?
Yeah.
In a previous major?
They did the same thing.
They did the same thing. They started in losers round 1 and ran the gauntlet. They 3-0'd Gorillas. They 3-0'd the Legion. They 3-0'd the Mutineers. They go up against Toronto Ultra, the home team for this major, took it to a game 5, but they beat them 3-2. They beat us 3-0. And then they went up against FaZe in the grand final. It's Subliners win 4-3. An absolute slobber knocker of a best of 7.
That last S&D was insane too.
And they won all 3 S&Ds.
Yeah.
Show enough. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Huge shout out to the Subliners, man. I know Maddie's happy. I know Maddie Rums is happy right now, man. Big Subliners fan, that Maddie Rums. So that's rad. That's absolutely rad. Congratulations to the Subliners for taking out FaZe. And they're the first team all year to win 2 majors.
Is it major 1 that they took home?
I think so.
Yeah.
I do, in fact, think so.
And in Champs bracket,
yeah,
we get to face them right off the bat.
Yep, that we do. But to make a run like that in losers, unbelievable, man.
Yep.
That's absolutely crazy. So congratulations to them. They deserved it. They earned it. They absolutely earned it.
Yeah. So, are you going to go over placements?
Just real quick,
okay,
yeah. So first was Subliners, second was FaZe, third was us, the Rocker. Again, have to give credit where credit was due. Congratulations, Rocker, on taking third in the major. I clearly was wrong. I did not see that coming. My predictions are always wrong. Stick with it. But no, I thought we were going to be one and done in the tournament, and that did not happen. Congratulations to them. It's funny how bringing back Attach makes things happen, huh? Crazy. Good for them. Ultra taking 4th, Thieves taking 5th, 6th with the Mutineers. 7th and 8th was Legion and Ravens. 9th through 12th was Surge, Optic, Gorillas, and Breach. What were you going to say? Well, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to talk about Champs bracket here.
Please do. Go for it.
I guess we'll run through them all. So match 1 is going to be FaZe, or I guess round 1, I should say. Mm-hmm. FaZe versus Surge. Got FaZe taking that one?
Yeah.
Next up, this one I'm really excited for. I think this is going to be, as you said, a slobber knocker.
Yep.
Ultra and Thieves could be a really good matchup right away. And I could see that one going distance.
Well, so just for the record here, they met up in losers at the major, and it was a 3-0 going by way of Ultra.
I just think Thieves didn't play to their potential.
I can agree with that.
So I think they can bring it a little bit more. Next up, Optic versus Breach.
I have to say Optic.
I would too, just off of...
They got to shake it off, man.
Yeah, something went wrong. Just don't even look at the VOD. Play your game. should be fine. And then subliners rocker, I'm going subliners there.
I'll go subliners as well. If they come off with the heat that they just had, oh yeah, we don't stand a chance. There's a losers bracket though.
There is a losers bracket.
So
anyone can make a run, as we just saw.
Make a run. Optimus and Mako, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the live show. We'll also have to wait and see. I'll stick with my prediction and say that Minnesota is not going to do not going to do very well.
COD's Worlds or Champ?
It's coming up quick, man.
I think it's just in a couple weeks here.
Yeah. They probably don't want to delay it too much.
June 15th through the 18th.
There you go. Basically right in between DreamHack Dallas for Halo and the Optic Major for Halo.
Yep.
Smack dab in the middle there.
Perfect.
So you're going to have some great fucking esports to watch if you're into FPSs. That's for damn sure over the month of June. It's going to be insane. Leading right into the 4th weekend, you know? Going to be insane, man. Oh. That's it for Cotton Other Games Watch. Any Valorant or CSGO watch? Valorant is having consistent weekly matchups, if I'm not mistaken. And then CSGO, I don't know their schedule. So, I don't know. Fuck off, Ronan.
Let's move on.
So, where are those adventures with the Haloverse and other games too? Oh my god, we're going to talk about other fucking games. Oh no, it's not Halo anymore. I know, Ronan. I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah.
You get it, Ronan. You get it.
I played... My brain is shutting off. I played some Halo Infinite.
You have them listed here.
I do.
There's a reason why we have show notes to go off of. Unlike my preseason predictions, which I just lost, apparently.
So yeah, of course I played Infinite, practicing with the HRL team, and I dealt with so many ping issues over the week. I was playing games in the high 100s, over 200. I don't know what was going on. It was very frustrating. They've calmed down a little bit over the weekend here, but yeah, it was. I had people skipping all over. It was very frustrating playing during the week.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and then I've been playing some Apex Legends. I suck at it, but I'm trying. Playing with a buddy because he's really into it. And yeah, it's been about it. What about you, Josh?
I have played some more Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm enjoying it. It's a good time. Completing some shrines, doing some side questy stuff. It's fun. And then, are they even called shrines in this game? I don't fucking care. And I played some Destiny 2. The new season came out for Destiny, and just completed the first week of story content for that. It's a fun time as well. Destiny's always a fun time. So that's all I played. We didn't have a community play date because we were with Justin for his bachelor party weekend. And yeah. Tiger Top says, okay, thanks for the positivity. I'm all about that. Oh man, I should have been here like 10 minutes ago. You would have missed the negativity.
That's all right. That was coming from someone else.
Yeah, I guess a fucking idiot.
Ronan says, excited for Marathon? I am. I'm really excited for it.
As a guy who has never been into the extraction shooter genre, if you will, the fact that it's being made by Bungie and they know how to make a good shooter with like great shooting mechanics, that has my interest piqued.
Something that has my interest piqued about Marathon as well is that, right, Tarkov is the biggest extraction shooter right now.
Yes.
But what Marathon's doing differently is like you can interact with the environment, right? There's like puzzles within this map that like they're bringing over the quote unquote world's first thing where there will be sections like you have to get certain artifacts and whatnot and put them in this right place that unlocks like a piece of the map for everyone else.
Right.
Like, I just think that's so cool. Gives people a reason to grind, to figure out puzzles within the game. And that's like their whole thing in marketing has been all these puzzles going on. So I hope it's good. I hope it's really good.
I hope it's good as well. For those who don't also know, they released a VIDOC, and they said at the end of it that they're going heads down to just work on the game, so you're not going to really hear from them much
until the alpha,
until they're ready to show off the gameplay. And they even said that's going to be close, like that's going to be much closer to release of the actual game. Tiger says, you know what, screw those assholes, keep positive, and you always attract positive people and energy. Just saying thank you, man. Greatly appreciated, dude. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you in Arlington. Seriously. Future Marathon Pro Talk on Tuesdays here? No, definitely not. It's just Pro Talk all the way. But there's a reason why we have this segment of the show.
So we can talk about other things.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like there's segments that are made for these things. Wow. I swear to God. So, no, I'm genuinely interested because I know they know how to make a good shooter. The other thing to keep in mind, everybody, is that when Sony made the purchase for Bungie, when Sony made the purchase for other studios as well, they've come out flatly and said that a lot of their focus, while a lot of their studios make great single player experiences, some of the best in the world, a lot of their priorities are set on making live service multiplayer games. Marathon's one of them. Marathon will be a live service game. It will have seasons. Seasons were explicitly stated within that VIDOC. So just keep that in mind. It can be a great thing. It can be a not so great thing. It's just the way that it's how you like to enjoy the games. It's what you think about them, right? We haven't seen gameplay. We haven't seen their financial model. We haven't seen anything yet. So we cannot speculate on that. Just know that it's going to be a live service game. D2 is ending then? I can't see it. It's such a money cow. Destiny is not ending. Destiny as a game is... Tiger Tom with the 5 gifted. I'll fucking shout that out. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Tiger Tom, a.k.a. Lucid's dad, a.k.a. Barbecue King. You get a woo! That's a woo that I'm excited to give right there. Thank you so much. So, Destiny is not ending. Getting back on this. They've confirmed that. The Light and Darkness saga is ending. Once the final shape is done, that is the end of... Oh, I'm sorry, the Grill Master. I'm sorry, not Barbecue. You can be the Barbecue King too. Why not? Why can't I add that too? Thanks a lot, Ronan! So, after the Light and Darkness saga... Again, that's the end of the Light and Darkness saga. That's the end of the final shape. When the final shape releases, that's the end of the Light and Darkness saga. They have said that Destiny will continue after that. We just don't know what shape that is. Get it? Final shape? We don't know what form that's going to take once the final shape releases. We don't know what direction Destiny is going to be going in, but Destiny is not ending after the final shape is released. So just keep that in mind as well. They'll still be doing something in regards to Destiny. The Light and Darkness saga ends and then the Multiverse saga begins. Holy shit. I'd play the shit out of a Destiny prequel. That'd be fucking awesome, Ash. And that's the thing too, is that I really hope that, because if you think about it, Will, right? You know, it's incredibly difficult for a brand new player to jump into Destiny today.
Yeah.
Like they have like a new light path. Like when you start off for the first time, you have like an introductory quest line, whatever it may be. But there has been so much that has happened over the years that it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy in terms of all the stuff that's out there that people have done over the years. So it's hard to catch up.
I mean, you could watch Bife's long-ass video.
Yeah, like hour and a half long videos, which are great, by the way. Bife does an amazing job.
They are great.
But it's difficult to keep up on everything, right? Ronan says he watched a 4-hour video to catch up, just to catch up.
Yeah.
And that was like synopsis, right? Like
Yep.
it's crazy. So Ash, when you said I play the shit out of a Destiny prequel, that would be such a cool way to bring new people into the franchise who've never played it before. I don't know what story they'd tell. Obviously, there's so many different ways they could go. But like that would be such a cool thing. They could go ahead.
I was gonna say with a prequel, they've stated the Traveler has came and went to so many civilizations in the past.
Yeah.
Like it could be anywhere, anything. The darkness always chases it.
There's so many different avenues they could take. It'd be really, really cool. It'd be really cool. You cannot replay all the campaign missions. No, Invisiblade, unfortunately, you cannot. And that is... Go ahead.
Oh, so yeah, they've sunset a lot of the earlier content because the game can only have so much in it at a time.
Yes, the Destiny content vault, as they call it. And trust me, it's something that I don't like at all. But I understand why. It's just such a pain in the ass because I'd love for anybody to jump in from the at the very beginning and be able to play through everything. Just unfortunately, you can't. So, is the Witness the darkness or just a follower of darkness? Don't know. I think he's an embodiment of darkness. Justin, I don't disagree with you, but it's an online live service game. Have a great night, Tiger Tom. Love you, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the gifted subs. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Good luck to Optic, man. John says to put on the Bife lore videos at work. It's a great way to pass the time while learning more of the lore because there's so much lore in the Grimoire from D1 and lore books in D2. Absolutely. And Ash agrees with Justin saying playing it offline would be great. It'd be cool if you could take bots with you into strikes and whatnot.
Sure.
That'd be kind of cool. If they'd be competent enough, that'd be difficult, but Jesus Christ, Ronan. Okay. Yeah, there's so many different ways they could go with it, but I played the start of the season for Destiny 2. Now I'm going on forever. So I played. Let's get into some shoutouts, Will. I'm going to delete that first line because that didn't exist. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes Jaren, Chunk, Diablo Escobar, El Toro Supermarket, Dulas, Flamesword, King Machine, Unstoppable, Breaks Fall, Baskeva, Hollywood Tries, Phantom Opus, Via Meta, Ghost, Unto the Dead, Earthlander, Kitty Bitty, Show Enough, Optimus, and Mako. Thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Moving on to the Submarinos, we had. Give me a second. Beth with the 37th month resub. Carnage with the 10-month resub. Riz with the 2-month primer. Zoo with the gifted sub to Flamesword. Meat with the primer. And then we had Mr. Tiger Tom with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you guys so much. You all get a woo! There it is.
Can't forget why not with the raid.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Why not? I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Tony.
And Ash, no, I'm not saying that. Absolutely not. If I could refund him, I would.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I have a feling there's going to be a chargeback coming.
I don't fucking care if there is. Guy can go fuck himself. Clearly you need it. Okay, dude. You have no idea how I'm doing in life. So, that's besides the point. You know who are some awesome people, Will?
Who's that?
Our patrons.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they are.
They are amazing. And they are. Huge shout out to all of our semi-pro and higher tiers over on Patreon. Our patrons include Riz.
What?
That's fucking dramatic effect. But I'm not allowed to do dramatic effect. God. Zarners, Abby Joy, Mr. Smiley, High-Tech Redneck, Wrath, Goalie Sniper, The Only Neeb, Heavy Rainfall, Elated Dartboard, and Carnage. Thank you all so very much. Greatly appreciated. Hope you guys enjoy the content over on the Patreon. J-Grav. Yo. Thanks for the follow, man.
Thank you.
Welcome to the live show. Your clip of like screaming at, I forget exactly what event it was, but when you're screaming in the open bracket, it still sticks in the back of my head. If you're Jake Gravity, then yeah. You know what I'm talking about? That's a good thing, not a bad thing, for the record. God, sometimes I need to clarify. You know what I mean? I don't want people taking things out of context. That's
fair. That's fair.
That's all. That's all I got for some shout-outs. How about some community creations?
Yeah.
Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Check those out. Down by 10 in Halo Infinite. Do This by Dodds McFods. Another great name. And then Forge features from May 26, 2023 by 343. That's an article. You can read it or you don't have to read it. That's up to you because that's the power of choice. Will, that's all I fucking got.
All right.
I'm heated. I'm happy. I'm ready for Halo Land to come back this weekend.
It's going to be good.
So if you would do me a favor, Will, and plug this fucking thing.
As Josh mentioned, we have our Patreon. If you want your money to go a little bit farther than just the Twitch sub, think of subscribing over on Patreon. We're doing, at the different tier levels, an extra audio show, a video show, and then top tier gets to do a little something special with us. Wink, wink. If you're selected, go check it out if you're at all interested. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, and all others as well. Like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast. Still not mad.
Someday, maybe.
Maybe.
Join the Discord. Join the community discussion. Lots of great things going on over in the Discord. Like mentioned before in the show, we might do a watch along for any of the LAN events if I'm available, because Josh is going to the other ones. Just there's talk of Destiny. I mean, there's Call of Duty channels, a lot of Halo stuff, of course, because that's what we're mainly based on.
Wait, really? I would never have thought.
Yeah, who knew? But yeah, great things going on over at the Discord. Check it out. If you want to find us on social media, we're out there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I would even say TikTok is social media at this point. Go check them all out. We have our YouTube, which you can watch old VODs or interview series, and also all the amazing shorts that All in One is putting out.
Yes. Huge shout out to Juan.
Yes. I think those are also on Instagram and TikTok.
They are.
Yes.
And they're awesome.
If you want to watch us live, find us on Twitch, 7 p.m. Central Mondays, normally. And be there. Yeah, just be there if you can. It's awesome. It's
or
fun.
Be square.
You're not around.
But don't be square.
And then go to hcsprotalk.com. So that should just bring you over to the Podcast Evolve crew at evolvedhalo.com.
Your helm for Halo. I was a helm.
Helm?
Helm.
They have great shows such as Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build with Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide.
Indeed.
Go check them out. They're great people.
They are great
shows,
people.
Great content all around.
Yes.
Go do it.
Little update for you. Go ahead, Will. What were you going to say?
That's all I got.
All right. Little update for you because Kitty Bitty asked for a Celtics update. Miami Heat are currently winning 74-64 with 1 second left in the third quarter.
Basketball is a game of runs, though, you know?
76-66 currently. Miami Heat winning. And thank you, Kitty Bitty. We appreciate that. Took a lot of time to get things set up the way that they are. Appreciate it very much. Glad you enjoy it. I wanted an opportunity to showcase. These are disc plates, by the way. I wanted another opportunity to showcase these because I think the artist did a phenomenal job. I like minimalist stuff. By looking at the set, you would never have guessed that, obviously. But no, I love the minimalist style that they did with those, that the artist did. He does not have an infinite one, which I should try to reach out to see if he'd maybe think about making one. But yeah, it's Reach, CE, 2, 3, ODST, 4, and 5. And I love them. I had them in the living room that's by the studio here for the longest time. And I'm like, I really want to put them on the show somehow. I'd love to have them on the set because I think they look great, and I want that person to get fucking more eyes on his art because I think it's awesome. Will has the Heat Celtics game up on his phone so I can see it there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the negativity from earlier in the show aside, for those that are turning in live and actually pay attention to what's being said during the show, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for taking the time out of your night, out of your day, out of your week, out of your month, whatever it may be, to take the time to listen to what we have to say. Because while our predictions mostly are wrong all the time, we appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining in on the conversation as well. Thank you for keeping things civil, respectful, because I know it can be difficult to do, especially online, but you guys have all been great. And yeah, can't say enough praise towards you guys. If you're listening to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast service or checking out the VOD on YouTube, thank you for doing so as well. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I will say though, if you are a patron, we will be doing our Q&A for this month right after this show in the Patreon channel on our Discord. So if you're a patron and you're watching live right now, make sure to tune into that. We'll answer your questions if you're interested. And yeah, like Will mentioned earlier, if you want your Twitch sub to go further, we love the Twitch subs. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great. But if you want your Twitch sub to go further, we want you to get more from your money that you're spending on our show. Consider joining the Patreon. You get exclusive shit. $5, you get Q&A and an audio show every month. $10, you get both of those and a video every month. Go check it out if you're interested. If you don't care, that's fine too. Not a big deal. And Shook World, thank you so much. Greatly, that's super high praise. Thank you. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I fucking got. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and watch. I really hope you guys enjoy this weekend of Halo. I think it's going to be special. It's going to be awesome. LANs are finally back. LANs are finally back, guys. And yeah, the Optic Major's right around the corner as well. And then it's off to the fucking races till the end of the year. Get excited. It's going to be a fun time. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. But until then.